In a remote village, there were three sisters, Mary, Irina, and Miley. Mary was known in the village for her kind and gentle heart. She loved all living creatures and refused to harm anyone. On the other hand, Irina and Miley, Mary's half-sisters, were infamous for their wicked deeds and cruel hearts. They took pleasure in hurting others and killing people without mercy. Mary was aware of her sisters' actions, but she always hoped she could change their hearts. Whenever Mary saw Irina and Miley committing evil acts, she tried to gently advise them, saying, "Why don't we stop this violence? We can live in peace and be happy." But Irina and Miley would mock her, considering her weak and naive. One dark night, while Mary was sitting in her room reading a book about animals, she heard whispers behind the door. She approached cautiously and listened. Irina was saying to Miley, "It's time to end this. Mary has become a nuisance, and we need to get rid of her." They agreed on a wicked plan to kill Mary that night. Mary was frightened, but she didn't let fear paralyze her. She decided to confront her sisters in a different way. She went to Irina and Miley's room and knocked lightly. When Miley opened the door, she looked at Mary with surprise and scorn. Mary spoke in a calm and steady voice, "I know what you are planning. But before you do anything, I want to tell you something." Irina laughed and said, "And what do you want to say?" Mary replied, "I know you have both suffered a lot in your lives, and perhaps you didn't find the love and care you needed. But killing and hurting others won't solve your problems. There's still time to change. I want to help you if you let me." Irina and Miley were silent for a moment. Then they looked at each other, exchanging glances filled with hesitation. But soon, those glances dissipated, and cruelty returned to their faces. Miley said coldly, "Enough nonsense, Mary. We've already decided, and we're ending this now." But before they could move, something unexpected happened. The window of the room suddenly burst open, and a fierce wind entered, carrying mysterious sounds and incomprehensible whispers. Irina and Miley felt scared and stepped back, while Mary remained steadfast, reciting a prayer for everyone's protection. The lights in the house began to dim, and the atmosphere became charged with a strange energy. Suddenly, a mysterious shadow appeared in the room, with an indistinct face. The shadow looked at the three sisters and then spoke in a deep voice, "You have summoned me with your cruelty. I will not allow more evil in this place." Irina and Miley retreated in terror, while the shadow approached them. Mary watched the scene and then spoke calmly, "Please, have mercy on them. Give them a chance to repent and change." The shadow looked at Mary and said, "Your pure heart is what summoned me. I will give them one last chance, thanks to you." Then the shadow vanished, and the lights returned to normal. Irina and Miley remained in a state of shock, realizing that what they had seen was a warning. Mary began helping them overcome their dark past, and over time, they started to change gradually. The village became a more peaceful and quiet place, and Irina and Miley learned the importance of love and compassion through Mary.